Hello, I'm Jason Cofield and welcome back to Imagine Your Odyssey. Today I'd like to take you through a little bit about surge protecting. What is a surge and why do you need to be protected? So hang right there, click on the subscribe button, click on the little bell for me, and I'll be right back. Welcome back. So first off, what is a surge? A surge is when a high spike of electricity can come into your rig and ruin all your electrical and or electronic devices. So how do you prevent that from happening? You get a surge protector. So what does a surge protector actually do? The surge protector monitors all the electricity coming in, and if there's any surges or spikes, it cuts it off so that those spikes can't enter and ruin your rig. But as always, there are different types of them out there. So this one here shows all kinds of different things before you even plug in your rig so that you know that you're protected, such as reverse polarity or wrong ground or a bad plug or anything like that. This will tell you before you connect your rig so that you know that you're okay. But this one here has something happen to it that I was unaware of that could have caused us a really big problem. I wanted to show you right here. On the end of the plug, if you can see right there, you can see where the solder that actually makes up the plug was starting to come out because of overheating. So what we ended up finding out is that one of the campgrounds that we stayed at while we were in Florida actually had a poor connection. What it was is that there's little clamps that come in and they hook on to each one of these little blades so that it makes a nice, tight, secure connection. If the connection is loose, it can wiggle around and cause poor current connection, which means that the voltage would actually reduce, which increases amperage. When amperage increases, heat increases, which is what damaged the plug. The way that I ended up finding out that I had a problem with this is that at the last campground that I went to, I plugged up and it actually said that I had a bad reverse polarity. After having a few folks come and check the post, they said that the post was fine. So a rig beside us volunteered to plug another one that he had in just to see whether or not it was actually mine or it was the post itself. So we deemed that it was this after all. So naturally we couldn't use it, and as it would be, the only place that was open at the moment for us to get another surge protector because we couldn't use this one was an hour and a half away. So that leads me into the next one, which I actually wanted to do a little bit of a review about. But before I get into that, I want to talk a little bit about this one. This one has been great. It was my responsibility to make sure that the connections were nice and tight and everything was well taken care of, and I didn't do that, and that's what ended up happening. But it's actually a very good product. But from the same manufacturer, we'll get into the next one. We get into this one. So the other one I had was a 30 amp surge protector, and this one's a 30 amp surge protector as well. But why is this one so big and the other one is so small, and they're from the same manufacturer? Well, that's because there are certain protections that this one will actually carry itself through that the other one will not. First and foremost, this one actually has a digital display on the front that will tell you what the status is. Another thing that this one does is it actually runs through a self-check mode prior to actually turning itself on to allow power to come to your rig. If everything is safe and everything is checked through this thing, it will actually turn on and let you have power. If there's anything wrong, it'll actually come out on the display up here, tell you what's wrong, and then not allow the power to come to your rig so that nothing gets damaged. And then you can ask for help to get whatever the issues are corrected and then put it back in and get everything back up and running. So what does it tell you? It tells you things like how much voltage do you have coming in? Is it high or low? Your amperage, what kind of draws are you using inside your camper? Are you using more than your camper is capable of? It'll tell you other things like, is the plug overheating? Is there an electrical issue? Was there a surge protection spike? Is there anything else going on? This little display will tell you what that is, and it's in the manual to show you and tell you what all those things are. The nice thing about it is that you plug it in, and I'll show you that in just a minute. But you plug it in, and you wait 128 seconds as it runs through its cycle and everything is good. You'll hear a click, And when that click comes on, it's actually providing power to your rig so that everything is protected. You have a troubleshooting guide inside of your manual that if any of the errors come up here because there's an actual issue, then you can run through the troubleshooting guide and see what you need to do next. But 9 times out of 10, you can go to your camp host or somebody at the campground and get support to come and check out the post to make sure everything's okay. So let's take a little walk, plug this thing in, see what the digital display looks like and how it actually works. Now on this model, you can go ahead and hook up your rig prior to plugging it in. The reason that you can do that, and some models you cannot, is that this one actually will run through a cycle to make sure everything's okay before it turns itself on and allows power to get to your rig. So we're going to go ahead and connect it. We'll take a look at the screen and see what it shows, and then you'll hear the click as it turns itself on if everything is okay. Now on this model, it's going to run through 128 seconds of self-checks prior to turning itself on. If everything's okay, the power will go to the rig and you'll be set and ready to go. See if you can watch that. But you'll hear the click sound in just a minute as the surge protector turns itself on and allows power to start going to the rig. Everything is set and ready to go, and it's telling me that everything is safe. So that just about wraps up this video talking about surge protectors and the types that I've had and some of the little issues that I've had and gone through. Now if you're interested in the surge protectors that I've shown in this video, I'll have those listed in the description below so you can click on those and go purchase one for yourself. Now if you have any surge protection stories that you'd like to share with us, something that we may be able to learn from, please share those in the comments below. Please click on the subscribe button, click on the bell so you can get notified whenever a new video comes out. And as a community together, we'll continue to have fun, sharing each other's stories and the things that we've gone through in our camping experiences. So until the next time, as always, have a safe day and God bless.